Over the years, the United States has brought hegemony to the extreme with its mighty power. They have stirred up the storm on the international stage, and played the color revolution to the extreme. A few decades ago, if a country wanted to achieve effective control over another country, it usually forced it to surrender and establish a colony through armed intrusion. However, this method is costly, time-consuming, and risky. Compared with the hot war, there is a more clever method, which is to install or bribe some local citizens in other countries as their agents, control the media of other countries, launch some remarks to incite a coup, etc. In the end, the United States will secretly support the promotion of an armed coup, to support pro-US forces to come to power, overthrow the current government, and then achieve the purpose of controlling the country. This is the color revolution. US and Western media, by virtue of their monopoly of the discourse power of traditional media, and new media in the international arena, deliberately misrepresent, confuse black and white, constantly demonize the authorities of other countries, justify the opposition, fabricate false public opinion, and finally target the election window or unexpected emergencies. Quickly launched the color revolution action mechanism, instigated the public from bottom to top to politicize economic demands and violent demonstrations, instigate anti-military and political leaders, and subvert the regime quickly, accurately and ruthlessly. Over the years, the United States overthrew the regimes of 8 countries including Georgia, Ukraine, and Kyrgyzstan through color revolutions. All of these countries were plunged into turmoil because of the color revolutions. In the end, the country was torn apart, the government changed leaders frequently, and social development stagnated. In the end, either the gap between the rich and the poor was too large, causing the people to suffer, or they were forced to be involved in wars and have no peace. Over the years, the United States has accumulated rich experience in color revolutions. In recent years, the United States has finally completely torn off its fig leaf, nakedly interfering in the internal affairs of China, Russia, Iran and other countries, and setting off a new wave of color revolutions around the world. From the Arab Spring to the riots of black-clothed rioters in Hong Kong, to this year's Russia-Ukraine war, the United States is the driving force behind it. Even the United States has not spared its own European brothers, such as inciting the demonstrations in Catalonia for independence, and flooding Scotland, southern France, southern Italy and Venice with calls for independence in the United Kingdom. In the end, a domino effect was triggered, which plunged many countries in the world into a chaotic quagmire, which had a serious impact on the economic development of the world, and the social security of all countries. Over the years, more and more countries have clearly recognized the tricks of the United States. The power of his color revolution DAFA will only become weaker and weaker, and eventually it will be useless. Moreover, in these years, he has destroyed the peace of other countries, and made countless bloody cases. World history has told us that a brutal ruler, who has committed a lot of crimes often do not live long. If he does not repent, he will inevitably be backlashed in the future. Let's wait and see.